Hello, Nick Jones here, the visually impaired personal trainer from the Lakeside Fitness Studio. Today bringing you a banded workout, okay? So all you're gonna need is a set of these. You can clip multiple bands on if you wanna make it really tough. However, you're gonna have to just feel out your own band. These are one of the easiest things just to throw in your suitcase, or if you just wanna do a workout at home. I'm gonna mainly focus on the upper body because elsewhere on my channel, I've got lots of other workouts that focus on other muscle groups which don't use any equipment. So check out for legs, check out my Strengthen and Tone at home series. Most of all the workouts on there can be done without any equipment whatsoever in just a space. And then also, there are loads and loads of ab videos on this channel. Apart from that, if you like the sound of that, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, comment below, and please read the disclaimer in the description box below, and let's get on with the workout. Also, I'm going to be providing a commentary over the top, so it's as visually impaired friendly as possible. Let's start the warm-up. Swinging your arms side to side. So just stand up nice and tall, arms nice and straight, and just swing them side to side. So crossing the arms in the middle, then swinging your arms back. Okay, now swing your arms forwards and backwards, kind of exaggerated marching arms. So arms nice and straight again, just alternating, kind of swinging one forward, one back, one forward, one back. Now we're going to do a variation on that, where we just touch the back of the neck each time. This gets your elbow bending, so keep doing the exaggerating marching arms, but just touch the back of your neck with your hand when your hand goes up near the ceiling. Next up, arms nice and loose, and then just do some torso twists, some gentle torso twists, twisting one way, then the other. Hips stay still and just swing your shoulders sideways, kind of twisting side to side in relation to your hips. If it does look a bit strange in the video, it looks like I'm talking to the camera, it's because I was, but I'm not 100% happy with what I was saying, so I'm going to do this commentary over the top instead. Next up, hands on the side of your thighs, just slide down, touch one knee, slide down, touch the other knee. And just keep going like that. This is going to warm up the QLs and the lower back. Then we're going to think about our first move, okay? If you're visually impaired, just keep going with that active stretch before the start of the workout. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to be simulating a press up using our bands with the handles on. So you're going to hook the band over the door. You're going to have your back facing the door or wherever you've hooked your band over. You're going to walk out till you've got a bit of tension on that band. One foot in front of the other, core engaged. And then you're going to press that band away from you and then back in. As if you're doing a press up on the floor, except we're not. We're doing our banded chest press. So we're underway. So apart from that, you're just going to listen to the timer. We're doing 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 3 to 5 rounds per move as an option. So if you don't have much time or you're new to exercise, just do the 3 rounds. If you've got more time or you fancy a stronger workout, give me 5 rounds and follow me for 5 rounds. If not, just skip ahead the 2 rounds, skip ahead to the stretch, and then we'll hit the next muscle group after that. So just keep pressing away, just keep that band moving. Little stretch of the chest, press the bands away, the handles away. Rest there. Into round 2. Just going to explain it one more time for my visually impaired viewers. Apart from that, 45 on, 15 off. 2, 1, let's go. So again, so the band is hooked around the door or whatever behind you. Your back is facing where the band is hooked round. You've got the band handles in your hands by your chest, kind of lower chest height. And then you're just pressing those bands away, in and out. And actually, oddly with this move, almost the faster you go, the kind of harder it is, because the more you keep the tension on the muscle. And yes, or just spend as little time at the bottom as possible.
10 seconds.
That keeps the tension.
Rest.
Okay, rest there. Round 2 done. Into round 3. So if it looks a bit weird that I'm talking to the camera, just ignore that. And just listen to me on the commentary. Okay, let's go again. So into that chest press again. Sort of slightly lean into the band, but then you want to keep the body nice and still. Everything still, just those hands moving, one foot in front of the other to help support the back and stuff. But these are super easy to take with you in a suitcase. If you're going to a hotel for work, or you're traveling, or you're staying away at a friend's, or even if you wanted to do a workout on holiday. Yeah, and intensity isn't just about adding weight. We can also reduce the rest time, we can increase the time under tension, and we can increase the reps. To just make it just as hard.
Rest.
Okay, so that was 3 rounds done. Option, skip ahead to the chest stretch round if you don't have much time, or stick with me for rounds 4 and 5.
Let's go.
Okie doke, here we go. So we're underway into the 4th round. Just keep that chest press going. And again, so I'm kind of focusing on the upper body with the bands, because legs and abs, if you're trying to do a workout away in a hotel or on holiday, you can do so much with just your body weight. You can do so much with just your body weight that I thought, well, we'll just do upper with this. If you want an example of one of those lower or ab workouts, check out elsewhere on the channel, the Strengthen and Tone at Home series. There's some really tough, challenging leg workouts. And there's loads and loads of ab exercises on here. Rest there. So we're going into that 5th and final round. I mean, you can do 4 rounds if you like. So anywhere between 3 and 5 rounds, depending on your fitness level. If you need pauses in the rounds, that's absolutely fine. Just try and keep up if you can. Let's go again. 5th and final round. You should be feeling a really good pump in your chest right now. You should really feel that, where those reps should be slowing down. If they're not, maybe need to consider getting some extra tension on that band in the future. Like, I've got a really strong band on here. And
Halfway there.
yeah, so if you're not feeling it enough at this point, you may need to consider adding more bands to your band, or stepping out further away from where it's hooked on.
10 seconds.
Either way, this should be tough.
Rest.
Okay, finished there. So final round done. Let's go for the chest stretch. Okay, so what you're going to do is get your hand up on a door frame. Okay, elbow at nose height. And imagine you're trying to walk through the door, but your arm on the door frame is stopping you from walking through that door. Okay, and then we're just going to hold it for half a round, then we're going to switch the sides for the other half. You should feel a nice stretch through the chest. Really good to open up the chest. Really good stretch I'd recommend for anyone who does have an office job. Keep that posture in check and prevent any neck pain. Rest there, so switch the sides. So you want your kind of forearm on the door frame, elbow in line with your nose, then try and walk through the door, but your arm's stopping you from walking through the door. So you feel a nice stretch through your chest. Then I'm going to start talking you through the next move. So keep holding the stretch. So what we're going to do is you're going to have the band hooked over the door, wherever it's hooked on. This time you're going to be facing where it's hooked on. Walk back till you get some tension on the band. Keep your arms dead straight. And then you're going to pull your arms out to the side, level with your shoulders. Then you're going to pull your hands down towards your waist, palms facing the door. Then you're going to go out to the side again. Then dead straight arms, arms above your head, palms facing the door. Arms out to the side, down low. So you're kind of doing arms to the side, down low, to the side, up high, to the side, down low, to the side, up high, if that makes sense. That kind of a pattern.
10 seconds.
But if you are one of my visually impaired viewers and you want to kind of keep it a bit simpler, what you could do is just go straight out to the sides, kind of palms facing each other, and just go straight out to the sides, and just kind of just keep your arms as straight as you can. Right, rest there, round 1 done. I'll just explain that one more time for my visually impaired viewers on the second round. Ignore me talking to the camera as I've silenced it. Right, here we go then. So maybe my more visually impaired viewers, maybe just keep it simple. Walk back till you've got, band hooked over the door. Walk back till you get a bit of tension. Make sure you're facing where the band is hooked over. Arms dead straight. And then just try and pull your arms out to the side. So dead straight, arms out to the side, keeping your hands level with your shoulders. For my less visually impaired viewers, just follow what I'm doing on screen, where you're doing the kind of up high, to the side, down low, to the side, up high combination. But when you go down low and when you go up high, you want the palms facing the door. And when you go to the side, you want your palms facing each other. Rest there, round 2 done, going into round 3. So remember, this can be the final round if you want to, depending on how much time you have. If not, stick with me for rounds 4 and 5. Here we go, let's go again then. So yeah, my more visually impaired viewers, just stick with the side. So just going straight out to the side and just keep repeating that, so you're doing like a reverse fly. Whereas the less visually impaired people, yeah, if you want to stick with the combo on screen, but it's just quite complicated to explain. And just keep it going. So into round 3. So this is really good for the postural muscles, all the muscles that support the shoulders, like the rotator cuff and stuff like that. It's going to be good for sport going forward if you've got a nice strong rotator cuff.
Rest.
And rest there. So it's just really good to balance out the chest moves with a back of the shoulder postural move.
Let's go.
And let's go again, round 4. So do any amount of rounds between 3 to 5. And this is a really good one. Just do what you can depending on your fitness level. Remember, just keep up if you can. If you do need pauses, it's absolutely fine. The whole point of the workout is to make it tough. The tougher you make it, the more good it's doing. So if you need pauses and stuff like that, it means you're pushing it hard enough. If you don't need pauses, you may need to add a bit of extra tension onto the band, or you need to step a bit further back. This move though is kind of maybe not quite as intense as the chest press, and probably should be able to kind of keep moving for the whole time, but just do what you can.
Let's go.
Here we go then. Into the next round. Just keep that same move going. So we're sticking with the same move for 3 to 5 rounds. This is 1, to get a bit of extra volume in that muscle and train the target muscle that little bit harder, so we're more toning and shaping. Like if the purpose of the workout was just to lift the heart rate, maybe we'd hit lots of different muscle groups and not stay on one muscle group for too long. But we're trying to tone shape the muscles with these workouts and get nice and strong
10 seconds.
in the shortest time possible.
Rest.
Okay, rest there. So we're going to go into the stretch next. Okay, so you're going to have your palms up nice and high on the wall, arms dead straight. Walk your feet back, then kind of lean forward and kind of bring your head towards the wall that your hands are on. You should feel a nice stretch underneath your armpits, and just hold it there. So it's a bit like child's pose, if anyone's ever done child's pose in yoga. It's kind of hands up high on the wall, arms dead straight, feet back, like away from the wall, and then just lean forward slightly to get a stretch under the armpit.
Halfway there.
Okay, rest there at halfway. So now stand up nice and tall, interlock your fingers, arms dead straight out in front of you, level with your shoulders, and then just kind of round your shoulders and try and pull your shoulders forward.
10 seconds.
And you should feel a nice stretch across your upper back. I don't like holding this one for too long, just because I don't want to encourage that bad posture. Okay, finish there. Our next move, take the band off the wall. What you're going to do is you're going to stand on the band, feet nice and narrow, hands holding the handles, and hands kind of by your trouser pockets, or where they would be. Okay, arms dead straight, and then you're going to just lift your arms up to the side. You're going to try and get your hands just below level with your shoulders. Keeping your arms dead straight, lifting your arms straight out to the sides. It's going to be working the shoulders and your shoulder strength. The closer your feet are together on the band when you're standing on the band, the easier it's going to be. The wider your feet are on the band, the harder, the more tension you'll be able to get on that band. If I were you, I like to keep my hands below my shoulders. So when I'm lifting it up out to the side, I don't like to go too high. I like to keep the hands below the level of the shoulders. I think this is nicest on the shoulder joint. And yeah, so we're just working that deltoid. Rest there, but without kind of pinching anything in that shoulder and in that kind of a chromium space.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go again. So same move again. So just explain it one more time. So feet on the band, so you're standing on the band, and then have both feet on the band, that is. Hands down by where your trouser pockets are or would be if you're wearing leggings. Arms dead straight, and just abduct your arms straight out to the side. So just lift your arms out to the side. And again, don't go too high with the hands. I'd rather you put more tension on the band and don't go as high than going super duper high.
10 seconds.
And let's just keep it going. Especially after 5 rounds, this is going to really burn this one.
Rest.
And if it's not, you need to get a bit more tension on that band.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go, round 3. Let's go, go, go. So exactly the same move again. So you know the move you're doing now. It's your shoulder side raises, but just with a resistance band with a couple of handles on. And yeah, just keep it going. Just do what you can. Just remember, this is just
Halfway there.
one of the easiest workouts you can do at home if you're not happy with going to a public gym yet and stuff like that. I should explain in case anyone's watching this in a few years' time. It's currently the kind of coronavirus just coming out of lockdown.
Rest.
So yes, it's a good, simple, effective way to train your arms at home in 20 or 30 minutes. We're resting. Next up, I think it's the 5th and final round. But again, remember, just want to do 3, you can do anywhere between 3 and 5 rounds, then skip ahead to the stretch and then move on to the next muscle group. There's always that option, depending on your fitness level. At this point they should be really burning. You can see my reps are slowing down a little bit.
Halfway there.
I just turn to the side just to show you. You keep those arms basically dead straight. Abduct them straight out to the side. Hands don't go too high. I have got a really strong band,
10 seconds.
so my hands aren't even going kind of halfway up towards my shoulders, especially at this point. But that's good. That's still firing that deltoid muscle. And again, you don't want to go too high with the band.
Let's go.
Here we go, so big push to the finish. And let's just see what you can do. Just keep listening to the timer, just follow along and just do what you can. Don't worry about anyone else, don't worry about me, just do as much as you can in the
Halfway there.
workout. Then next up, we've got triceps and biceps to go. But first, we'll just hit our shoulder stretch after this round.
10
Again,
seconds.
if you do want more of a leg workout or ab workout, there's loads elsewhere on this channel. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, that'd be awesome.
Rest.
That's it, good job. Right, so let's stretch the shoulders. So go arm straight across your chest. Let's say go right arm straight across your chest. Then left hand towards the right elbow, and then just pull that right elbow in towards the chest. We're going to hold this for half a round, then we're going to switch arms. So we're stretching the shoulders.
Halfway there.
Okay, swap the sides. So left arm straight across your chest. Right arm hugging that elbow in. Stretch the shoulder on the other side. Just as you're holding this stretch, I'm going to start to explain the next move. We are going to do bicep pulses, okay? So it's going to be the same manner like the last move, where you stand on the band. The narrower the feet, the lighter the tension. The wider the feet, the more the tension. Palms, so your hands holding the handles down by your trouser pockets. Then you're going to glue your elbows into your bottom rib. And then you're just going to do some bicep pulses. So you're going to come up to about halfway. Then you're going to pulse about 60 to 40% of the movement. When you're ready, we're underway. So imagine 100% is right at the top of a bicep curl. 0% is right at the bottom of a bicep curl. We want to hold 60 to 40%. And just demonstrating then, you don't want the elbows moving forwards and backwards. You want to keep those elbows glued in. Then just focus on the elbow joint, staying still, but just opening up, then closing. So open up a little, close a little. Open up a little, close a little on that elbow joint. And just pulse, pulse, pulse.
Rest.
Rest there. Good stuff, little breather. Then we're going to go into round 2. So again, elbows glued into the rib cage. Stand on the band. If you want more tension, have your feet wider or attach more bands to your handles. And here we go, let's try some more pulses again. Let's go, go, go. So again, I'm just pulsing 60 to 40%. My elbows are staying locked in, kind of dead straight with my rib cage. You don't want the elbows going too far behind your rib cage, because you'll start to recruit the shoulder. You want to keep that elbow glued in. If you notice my elbow staying nice and still, I'm just opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing, but only a little bit. That's 60 to 40% pulse.
10 seconds.
This gets a really good amount of tension on the biceps. You'll get a really good burn in your biceps, especially come round 3 to 5.
Rest.
Rest there, here we go. So round 2 done. Let's move it on.
Let's go.
Here we go into round 3, so the same move again. So we're just hitting those rounds back to back to get intensity and volume of training in the muscle. When you're toning and shaping muscles, that's the thing, they need a good bit of volume to kind of try and get them to ache a little, and that's when they then improve. So you kind of break a few muscle fibers down, that's what kind of causes that ache, and they rebuild back stronger and more toned. Don't worry, they're not going to grow back massive
10 seconds.
unless you've upped your calories by 2,000 calories a day. Trust me, it's not that easy to get massive. Right, rest there. And let's go in again. Ignore me talking to the camera there. Looks a bit strange without the volume on. But it's because I wasn't entirely happy with the commentary, so let's go in again. Let's do this. Just pulse, 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 pulse. Burn up those biceps.
Halfway there.
So just take a bit of time now as well, as if you are enjoying this episode, feel free to subscribe to the channel to see more like it and to see other
10 seconds.
other workouts for other muscle groups, also other advice like weight loss and stuff like that. And yeah, like the video, comment below, share it with your friends, whatever.
Rest.
Rest there. And here we go, we're going to go into that final round. Just stick with as many of these rounds as you want to. So you need do 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go.
Here we go in again. Let's go, go, go. So now that you now know the movement, it's a case of just doing what you can now. Just hang in there to the end. And burn up those biceps.
Halfway there. Seconds.
Just stick with it. If you need pauses, it's absolutely fine. Just do what you can. The last few seconds, hang in there.
Rest.
Excellent, good job, nice. So get rid of the band for the time being. Let's stretch the bicep. So hands out, parallel with your shoulders, arms nice and straight, thumbs pointing up towards the ceiling. Then just slowly turn your thumbs back to point behind you. Then try and over straighten your arm to stretch the biceps. Excellent. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time to start explaining the next move as you're holding this stretch. But basically what we're going to do is triceps next. You're going to have to hook the band up nice and high over something. And we're going to do some tricep push downs. So hook it up nice and high. If you want with that stretch, you can kind of come out of it and go back in if you like. And apart from that, get ready for the tricep press downs. So we're going to hook the band up nice and high. You're going to face the door, which you've hooked it over. You're going to walk back so you get a bit of tension. And again, you're going to glue those elbows into the rib cage. Keep them nice and tight to the rib cage and keep them nice and still. Then you're going to go palms facing towards the floor. And then you're just going to push down, squeeze your triceps, hold, then go back up. Back down, pause, squeeze the triceps at the bottom. So think about that elbow joint again. And this time we're more going from kind of 40% to 100%. So 100% is all the way down by your trouser pockets where you're pushing down and squeezing your triceps. 0% is up at the top with kind of no pressure on the band at all. So you always want to keep a bit of pressure on these bands. And again, I'm just demonstrating what you shouldn't do, where those elbows shouldn't be moving in and out. Those elbows should be locked in, staying dead still. Just bend at the arm, straighten at the arm. Bend at the arm, straighten at the arm. For extra exercise, hold that pause squeeze for longer. Okay, so we're into the rest. Second round, you have the option, you can flip your hands around the other way, so your palms are now facing the ceiling. This hits the sort of underside head of the tricep a lot more. Kind of more the bingo wing, as people like to say. And you're going to go down, squeeze the triceps, then back up. Down, squeeze the triceps, back up. Make sure those elbows aren't moving in and out. And just making sure you're keeping tension on that band the whole time. Even in the top position, don't let the tension go completely. Again, if you're not feeling this enough, you may want to strap extra bands to your band.
10 seconds.
Or go further away from the door. Make sure you're almost locking out at the bottom. Squeezing those triceps.
Rest.
Excellent, here we go. So we're going to go into round 3 next. So I'm going to just alternate the grip. So now I'm back to palms facing down towards the floor. Because the other one can get a bit grip intensive and the tricep wants to be the focus of this workout, not the grip. Again, I'm just, so just super slow and controlled. So do you see my elbows not moving at all? I'm just straightening at the elbow, bending at the elbow, straightening at the elbow, bending at the elbow, straightening at the elbow, bending at the elbow. But the elbow itself is not going forwards and backwards. My body's dead still. And just really build that tension in the tricep. So it's an awesome way to train the tricep. 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. It's sort of in my opinion, kind of the fastest, most effective way to kind of train the tricep. Get a good amount of volume in there, especially with the bands. They're really good because the stronger you are, the more bands you can handle, and the more tension the more tension you'll be able to get on that band, and the harder you'll be able to work the muscle. And so the bands are really good for all different kind of fitness levels.
Halfway there.
And that's it, we're just toning shape in the back of the arm. The one that everyone wants to do, the muscle group everyone wants to train. And just keep it going.
10 seconds. Rest.
Okay, so into the 5th and final round. On the triceps. Again, stick with the rounds as long as you feel you can. And here we go, go, go. So now it's just a case of pick whichever grip you fancy, kind of whichever one you want to work more. So I've gone for the underhand grip again, but feel free to go overhand or whatever. And just big push to the finish. After this, we'll stretch the triceps and then we'll be done for the workout.
Halfway there.
So just pull down, pause, squeeze. Again, remember, keep that body movement to a minimum, elbow movement to a minimum. Just bend and straighten at the elbow.
10
Big
seconds.
squeeze of the triceps. Apart from that, I'm going to cut back to the commentary from the video itself. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it today.
Rest.
We'll finish there.
Done. Let's stretch the tricep and then we'll be done. Touch the back of the neck with one hand. So let's say with your right hand. Then use your left hand, pull your right elbow over. Oh, tricep's going to get pumped after that.
Let's go.
And that's it. Of course, actually quite hard to stretch them right now. They're pretty pumped up. So at halfway we switch.
Halfway there.
So left hand touches the neck, left elbow up into the air, right hand pull that left elbow across, and then we're going to call it a day there. I hope you enjoyed that
10
workout
seconds.
today. If you want to see some more workouts like that, check out more videos in this series. Or if you like the sound of any of the other strengthening tone ones, feel free to check them out. Subscribe, like the video, share, comment below, comments, let me know what you want to see apart from that. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you in the next one.